So I never thought I'd be speaking about this on a YouTube video, but I'm going to tell you a story about when I was 16 and in the years following when I couldn't get my dick hard when I was about to have sex with a girl. Fuck, cannot believe I just said this and this is going on the internet, but I think it's very important with the new direction I'm taking the channel. If you've not seen the previous video, I'll just watch the previous video. I'm not going to link it or something, you know what I mean? It's easy to find. So when I was 16, I was invited to a house party. I think it was actually an 18th birthday party, but it was because I was about to turn 17, but this guy was like, he was in my year, but he was older. That's how it was. So I was at the house party, like drank a wee bit of stuff. I was actually starting to like try and be like, oh, I'm not drinking as much, but I did have some beverages. Smoked or whatnot, like just like cigarettes and vapes and all that sort of whatever you do when you're fucking 16-year-old and try to get laid and everything. And there was one girl that I've seen, like we kind of knew each other. We went, also go to school together. There's that mutual, like we fancy each other basically. Like we've kissed quite a few times at different parties and stuff that we've been to. And at this time I was like, right, I'm gonna see if we can have sex at this party. And we ended up going to the bathroom, which has probably added a lot of extra pressure because there were a lot of people waiting for the bathroom while we was inside. So we're like kissing and shit and doing bits and bobs and all this stuff, and I whip out the condom and stuff and she's keen, and we're like, but there's just the crucial step of my dick is soft as shit. Like, oh, I just remember that day. It was so, I want to say embarrassing. It was embarrassing, but like I only told my best mate, and obviously she knew as well. I don't know if she told other people or not. It doesn't really concern me. I did at the time, but I don't think she did tell anybody because I don't know, just didn't get that vibe. But basically, yeah, that happened, and we went out, and obviously people seen me and her coming out of the bathroom, so like sat down and a couple of boys like, oh, Tristan's laughing. I was I just fingered her. Like that's all that happened basically. I just said that, but obviously I'm not gonna say, oh, I couldn't get my dick hard. Like, you know what I mean? That's just, you're not gonna say that to your mates. And that really, like, that weighed on me heavy for a while, and it weighed on me going into uni, and like a couple of like one night stands that I had, one at the start of uni and one sort of halfway through first year and stuff, where we had sex and stuff, but I couldn't get fully hard. Like, it was kind of on and off and on and off. I think the reason I'm telling this because I feel like there's a lot of people that have had stories like this but never actually speak about it, so I feel like this could kind of open up to a few different people and actually be able to say how I got through that, because there's going to be people that still struggle with that, or they're worried about that this might happen. And basically I've got a couple of things here. I wrote a few things on basically how I moved on from this. I first kind of moved on from this when I met my now ex-girlfriend. I still had a wee bit of issue with this at the start and stuff, and as it developed, as we got closer, it just went away. And I think that's the main sort of, there's probably two main, or three, let's say there's three main pillars, and that's probably, the first one I'm going to talk about is connection. So having a connection with a girl you're about to sleep with makes things 10 times easier. Like, you feel more comfortable with her, and it's like, that's what sex is for, isn't it? It's that like sort of final barrier of fully connecting with somebody. That's how I view it anyway. Other people might have different opinions, but I see it as cementing your connection with this, your romantic connection with this person, rather than just like just pleasure, because then it's not really worth anything, is it? The next part is stop watching porn. Like, during the relationship, I've had issues like after, like, started watching it again after I broke up and stuff, miserable on my own, all this sort of stuff. That's for other videos, I'll go deeper into that, but basically, like, just stop watching porn after period in that relationship, and that kind of took away everything. And that's not just because of like, oh, you see how they're doing it and you're seeing how women look in that, and women in real life don't look like that. It's not that, it's probably the mental stimulus. Like, you're used to getting most stimulated sitting behind a screen watching other people have sex. Like, that's, think how weird that is. Like, pause this video for a second, or not even, I'll pause for you. Think about how weird that is. Fucking weird, eh? Really, really weird. So it's, once that's stopped, and once you have a connection, then the last part is actually feeling good about yourself. And I think stopping porn helps you feel better about yourself, because you're not that creepy guy watching other people have sex anymore. It's when you, like, that's why I found the happiness and philosophy and this stuff. This helps with everything, and it's probably going to come up in every single video from now on that I speak about, is having that within yourself. Start doing some of the good habits and stuff. Start kind of meditating, waking up at a reasonable time instead of mid-afternoon. Start maybe reading one book, even if it takes you a year to finish. That's like a page every single day. Start with that. Start looking at a bit more self-improvement videos on YouTube and feeling better about yourself and figuring out how to do that. And I'm going to try and help you with that through these videos and stuff, but I'm trying to find points where issues that I had when I was younger that you'll probably relate with, and try and help you pick that off and go into the next sort of thing. And that's literally, that's the point of the video, eh? That's everything I've got to say on this topic for now. I'll probably address this topic again in the future and go into more depth, but I want to get sort of more concise content to try and help people and try and breed that sort of community of getting people who have been through similar stuff and have similar ambitions but don't know what to do. Because I've kind of went through a big phase of self-improvement from 16 years old. Not like, I wouldn't have even called it self-improvement until like a few months ago, I'm not gonna lie, but I've been doing a lot of shit to make myself into a better man, and I want to help other men do that as well. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Catch you later.